Hey guys, Justin here, and I'm really excited to be coming to you in a whole new way today. If you're wondering why you're listening to me and you're not seeing my normal blog posts and beautiful photos, if I do say so myself, to click on, there's a reason. I got some new toys, and it's a super exciting thing for me. I've been looking over the last month to try to figure out how I can better talk to all of you. And engage you in new ways that I think you might find interesting. So along those lines, I wanted to talk to you about the last blog post that I put out the other day about changing the narrative. I got some really amazing feedback from quite a few people across my social channels on that blog post. And it's something near and dear to my heart that I've been struggling with a bit, I think, lately, as far as figuring out how to get the thought out that we need to be a little bit more positive and what that really means. I think that there is a wide range of thoughts about what positivity means and how we can be more positive. And I just kind of want to clarify a few of those things and, set the record straight about where I stand, and then hopefully, open things up and hear a little bit more about what you guys think. So buckle up. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion. Right. So I would like to just first say thank you. I want you guys to understand how much it means to me that you even read the things that I write. I know that there are many things that you could be doing, and the fact that you take your time to read what I have to say, or in some cases now listen to what I have to say, it really means a lot to me, and I don't take that for granted. I hope that I can continue to bring you guys, topics that will make you think and empower you to make impacts in your communities. So thank you for your time, and let's get to it. So the title of this latest blog is It's Time to Change the Narrative, and it's going to be the first in probably a series of blogs that I'm going to write. These are thoughts that have been on my mind pretty heavily in the last few weeks. And I put a lot of focus into this as I do all of my research for the blog posts that I am preparing to write for the future. So I really wanted to examine how we consume media and how we, pick and choose the things that we watch and the effects that those things have on us over time. Now, the focus of this blog was positivity. And while that was the overriding theme of this post, I want to point out that focusing on positivity is only the first part of a process that lets us both be informed and actionable at the same time. I don't want to just broadly come out against negativity and say, being negative is bad. In many cases, I actually, to the contrary, think that it's important that we put things into perspective and understand the things that are, happening to us and to our environment and to the things that we love on a daily basis. More specifically, what I was attempting to discuss was the plethora of negative articles that have no call to action at the end of them, and the damage that those kinds of articles can do to everyday people, especially, over long periods of time. So let's dig in and talk about that just a little bit. I do research and I read articles from all over the world on a daily basis in an attempt to find really great stories to share with you guys and ways to create new conversations so that we can talk more about solutions and less about problems. The issue becomes that I come across far more negative, articles than I do positive articles. And not just negative articles, but, very, very negative articles that are meant to shock people, that are meant to anger people. And while there's nothing wrong with having those forms of articles, I think it's absolutely necessary that we, read this content that really gets us worked up and stirs some emotions. The issue becomes when you don't provide a way for somebody to do something about those things. It often leaves people feeling restless or angry, sometimes hopeless, maybe even dejected, because they want so badly to do something about whatever it is they're reading, and they've been given no way to do those things. I mean, we are a very passionate group of people, birders, conservationists, wildlife enthusiasts, hunters. We're a large demographic of the population. And when you put these things in front of us, it's very easy to get people worked up and to get them angry and to get them ready for action. But when those people get to the end of these articles and they're not given a direction or they're not given a way to become involved, and they don't know how to find those ways on their own, What we've done is created just a bunch of really angry, passionate people that have no idea what to do, and so they just sit around and stew and get more angry. And this is really where the message of positivity comes in. I'm very much a realist, guys. I am not going to sit here today and tell you that the world is full of puppies and kittens and just the most amazing things and the best times, and that we aren't going to have hard times, that we're not going to have battles to fight, that we're not going to have rough things happen to people and places and things that we love. But I do believe that we can do a lot better. And I think that we must do a lot better in the way that we present information to each other across our channels, and the way that we accept information and news from the sources that we get it from. We are living in the most social age that humans have ever known. We have more capability now to be connected than we ever have before. And that's why I think that it's so important to really look at this issue and think about how we're doing these things, how we're reading, how we're watching, what we're choosing to read and what we're choosing to watch, and how those things are affecting people on a daily basis. So where does this positivity stuff come in? If I'm not sitting here trying to preach to you about overall positivity and just being happy and not being anything else, where does this fit in? Well, my thought process is this. I think that we need to see these horrible things. We need to see the bad stuff that's really going on. And I think that is how we are emotionally tied to a lot of the things that we're passionate about. When we see these things happening, especially on a daily basis, we're impassioned and we get angry and we get motivated and we want to do something. So I think that it's really important moving forward for everyone to think about the things that they're posting on a daily basis and how you interact with your friends, how you interact with your family, and what it is that you really want out of life. I talk to so many people on a daily basis who are so concerned with the environment and so concerned with climate change and concerned with endangered species and land acquisitions or lack thereof, of no stopover habitat. There's a million things on a daily basis that we have to worry about as far as the environment is concerned. And there's a really, really big upside to this, guys. In this social age that we live in, we have the ability now, more than ever, to really connect with people on a meaningful level, to really share with them our passions and, what makes us tick. People really pick up on those things and they really pick up on those emotions. And it's important, I think, to realize the power that we have with a few clicks of these buttons. A prime example of this is the whole trap stick thing that's been going around birders media here lately that I've seen. For those of you who don't know about this story, there is a company in Canada that produces a product called Trap Stick, and it's a plastic device that's very sticky, and it's meant to keep wasps out of your yard. Well, recently, a woman posted on Facebook that she had used this product, and it had managed to trap and kill a number of chickadees in her yard, and she was very, very worked up and upset about this. This was probably a 3 to 5 minute Facebook post with a few photos that were very unfortunate and very moving, and tough to see, and that worked up enough people that it went viral. And it ultimately resulted in the company not only pulling Trap Stick from the shelves, but quitting manufacturing it altogether. So if you would tonight, guys, just take a few moments to consider the outcome of this story. One person with very little time invested, a few photographs, and a few strong words saved birds in a very big way. So I just want you guys to understand, and I want you to think about how the words and things that you say and the media that you share and the way that you speak with people and you speak with your friends can actually make a massive impact for the things that you love. Guys, we're coming up on the 10-minute mark, and I really wanted to keep this at 10 minutes or under. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and just leave you guys with a bit of a thought tonight. We are much better together than we are apart. We are stronger together than we are apart. And I think that we are our best selves when we come together for better or worse and discuss these issues. So what I'd really love for you to do after you're done listening to this is to go out and just be a little bit more engaged and maybe talk to a few more people. Comment on this post, share this post, contact me directly. I would love to talk with all of you. It is a mission of mine to really get to know everybody within my circles and beyond, and hopefully keep finding ways to bring you guys interesting things that you want to talk about. That'll be it for tonight, guys. I hope you're having a great Monday, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. See ya.